Hello and welcome to this presentation on Boolean operators. I want to start by strongly encouraging you to take notes. Feel free to pause and review the presentation as necessary, and let's get started. So we'll start by reviewing our learning outcomes to identify Boolean operators and understand how they are used to control and alter conditions and actions. And we're going to start in the context outside of computer programming. And then in the next presentation, we will see how they are used within computer programming. So Boolean operators are used to connect and define relationships between items you're searching for. They're typically words like and, or, and not. And they can be used to include certain items or to exclude certain items. And the statements that you'll create using Boolean operators will then return a value of true or false after the search is complete. You're creating a question, and the question will then come back either yes or no based on your Boolean operator and based on what the question is. Sometimes you'll want to look for more than just one condition, which is where Boolean operators are extremely beneficial. So let's look at this example to see how this would look in a situation outside of computer science, in the real world. You remember from our study of conditional statements, we have an if statement right here, if you have finished your homework, and a second condition, if you have finished your chores, and then the action is that then you may go outside. What's different about today in this lesson is we've added a Boolean operator, which is the word or. If you have finished your homework or have finished your chores, you may go outside. So under what conditions may I go outside? So please pause the video and try and answer each one of these questions, and then we'll review those together. This will be a little check on your learning. So hopefully you took some time to do that. So let's look at the first one. I have finished my homework, but not my chores. Would you, based on this statement, be able to go outside? And the answer is yes. I finished my chores, but not my homework. Would you be able to go outside? Yes. I have finished both my chores and my homework. Overachievers, you've done them both. So even though the Boolean operator is the word or, as long as one of them is true, you may go outside. And if both are true, you can still go outside. What about the fourth one? I've started my homework and my chores, but neither one is completed. No, you would not be able to go outside because the conditions require that one of the two be completed. And then if your mom just needs a break from you, that's between you and your parents. So notice that how changing the Boolean operator and changes the statement. Now it says if you have finished your homework and have finished your chores, you may go outside. You'd have to have both conditions met before you'd be able to go outside. So there are some examples of how Boolean operators are used in the real world to alter conditional statements and basically to allow us to search for or to ask multiple questions, asking two questions at the same time here. If you finish your homework, if you finish your chores. So in the next video, we'll talk about and we'll see how Boolean operators can be used within Scratch and within computer programming.